Hello everyone. In this video, uh, we'll be discussing FIR and IIR filter implementation in fixed point systems. So basically, in the fixed point system, where integer arithmetic is used, uh, the input data, filter coefficient, and process data is preferred to be in Q format. Why it has to be in Q format? Because as we know, Q format is in the range in between 0 and 1. If uh, the data goes out of range or overflows, or if the data is underflow, then we can use a simple shift operation uh, to scale it up or scale down. We shall discuss direct form 1 implementation of FIR filter in fixed point system. So the general form of direct form 1 implementation of a FIR filter in a fixed point system is something like this. uh, we have the input sequence coming across the input, and in case if the samples of input x of n is out of range, we have to scale it down by a factor of 1 by s, okay, where s is the scaling factor. Now once we scaled it down, so the input becomes xs of n. So xs of n is scaled version of the input signal, scaled down version of the input signal. Okay, now even we have to take care that the filter coefficient b's, b0, b1, b2 also should not be out of range. Okay. In the sense it should not reach beyond 1. So for that, if that is the case, so we will be scaling down the filter coefficients with a scaling factor of capital B. Okay, so all the filter coefficients individually is been scaled with the factor of B. Okay, so these filter coefficients with the scaled version of the input is added in the adder, and this is called as ys of n, scaled version of the output. Now since we scaled down both the input as well as the filter coefficient across the output, we have to scale up those sequence or samples accordingly. So that's why we'll be scaling up with the factor of b, because we what is b? B is the scaling factor for the filter coefficient, and again we are scaling up with the factor of s, and what is s? S is the scaling factor for input signal. Okay, so output of this scaled up version is actually our desired output y of n. Okay, now the relation to determine the scaling factor s is given by s is equal to I max into summation k varying from 0 to infinity magnitude of h of k. Now this equation is the scaling factor for the input x of n. Okay, so this is not valid to scale down the filter coefficient. This is to scale down the input signal x of n. Fine. And if I expand this equation, what I get is I max into, if I give values for k, when k equal to 0 it is magnitude of h of 0, plus when k is equal to 1 it is magnitude of h of 1, plus so on up to infinity, up to k goes to infinity. Okay, so where h of k is the impulse response, and I max, this parameter I max is the maximum amplitude of the input in Q format. We'll come to know this more when we take up an example. I will convince you there. So, but I max is what? It is the maximum amplitude of the input in Q format. Okay, and what is B? B. When I say B, it is here. Okay, what is this capital B? Capital B is actually scaling factor for the filter coefficient. Capital S is the scaling factor for the input x of n, whereas capital B is the scaling factor for the filter coefficient. And both scaling factor capital S and capital B are usually chosen to be power of 2, so that simple shift operation can be used in the coding process. Basically, we know that when I shift right, if I have a word in a register and if I shift it right, it is basically, what does it mean? It is nothing but dividing by 2, dividing the number by 2, right? If I shift it by a left, it is basically multiplying the number by 2. So just to have this flexibility in the coding, what we do, we choose the shifting factor both s and b in powers of 2. Now we shall take up one example to represent FIR filter in a fixed point system. To represent FIR filter in a fixed point system. So we have a difference equation. We have a FIR filter which is represented in terms of difference equation, something like this. So y of n is equal to 0.9 times x of n plus 3 times x of n minus 1 minus 0.9 times x of n minus 2. So it has a passband gain of 4, and assuming that the input range occupies only 1 by 4 of the full range for a particular application. Okay, we don't know what is a full range, but it occupies 1 by 4 of a full range. Okay, for a particular application. And our aim is to develop the DSP implementation equation in Q15 fixed point system. Okay, we just have to find the implementation equation in case if we are implementing in Q15 fixed point system. Fine. Okay, now basically as we discussed before, we have to scale down. One is the input signal x of n with a scaling factor of s, and we have to scale down the filter coefficient with a factor of capital B, right? So two scaling operation has to be done, but before scaling operation has to be done, we have to check whether the input signal overflows, goes out of range, right? Since we are putting it in Q15 format and Q15 is in between the range 0 and 1, we have to check whether the input signal goes out of range, right? So which equation we used to check it? It is this equation, right? So this equation, correct now? So we'll do that now. So S is equal to 1 by 4. I max is 1 by 4 here. I hope you're convinced now. So what is I max? I max is the maximum amplitude it occupies for a particular application. In this case, it is input occupies 1 by 4 of the full range. So I max is 1 by 4 into h of 0. So this is actually h of 0. This value is h of 1 and this value is h of 2. So magnitude of h of 0, magnitude of 0.9 is 0.9, magnitude of 3 is 3, and magnitude of minus 0.9 is plus 0.9, right? So 0.9, 3, 0.9. And if we calculate this value, we get 1.2, and since 1.2 is overflowing, I mean it is out of range, it's gone beyond 1, so we have to scale it down. So since as we discussed, we have to scale it in power of 2, so we will take s is equal to 2, right? So we will take s is equal to 2. Okay, now so we will choose B, capital B as 4. Why we have choose B as 4? Because capital B is basically the scaling factor for the filter coefficient, and these are all filter coefficient, right? So 0.9, 3, 0.9 are the filter coefficient. Now maximum range is what? 3, right? So 3 by 2, if I scale it by a factor of 2, 3 by 2 is what? 1.5. Still it is beyond 1, it gets overflow. So that's why we will choose B is equal to 4. So next value in power of 2 has to be 4. So 3 by 4, which will be in the range. So that's why we will be choosing B is equal to 4. Okay. Now we'll go back to our figure. So apology, this figure, this I just copied from Lit and textbook. So figure 9.15 is basically this figure. Okay. So as we know, what is excess of n? Excess of n is what? X of n by s, right? So excess of n is equal to x of n by s. And what is the value of s we have choose? We said that s we are choosing by 2. So that's why excess of n is x by 2. Now what is ys of n? If we go back to the figure, so what is ys of n? Ys of n is xs of n with the filter coefficient which is scaled by a factor of capital B, right? And what is ys of n? What is y of n? Y of n is our difference equation, right? So y of n is our difference equation. Okay. Now ys of n is basically y of n. When I say y of n, we have to check this. So 0.225 times xs of n, scaled version of the input, and 0.75 times xs of n minus 1, and minus 0.225 times xs of n minus 2. Now the question is, how did we get this 0.225, 0.75 and minus 0.225? This is because of the scaling factor of capital B is equal to 4, right? So all the filter coefficient has to be scaled by a factor of capital B, right? So 0.9 divided by 4 is 0.225, 3 divided by 4 is 0.75, and minus 0.9 divided by 4 is minus 0.225. Okay, just copy the difference equation as it is. Wherever x is there, you replace it by xs of s and scale down the filter coefficients. That will give us the ys equation for ys of n. Now, what is y of n? What is y of n? Y of n is basically scaled up version of ys of n. Okay, here we scaled it by dividing the scaling factor. Here I have to scale it by multiplying the scaling factor, so that the input and output gets balanced, right? So y of n is s times b times ys of n. What is the value of s? S is 2. What is the value of b? B is 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. So y of n is equal to 8 times ys of n. So y of n is equal to 8 times ys of n. So this is basically the DSP implementation equation in the Q15 fixed point system. So this is a solution for the implementation problem. Okay. Now that was about the implementation of FIR filter in fixed point system. Now we'll try to just discuss how we implement fixed point system for IIR filters. The generalized representation of direct form 1 implementation of IIR filter is something like this. So we have x of n. In case if it is out of range, we are going to scale it by a factor of s, which is 1 by s, and output of that we get it as xs of n. Now since it is an IIR system, so we will be having numerator coefficient b's and denominator coefficients a's. Now all these numerator and denominator coefficients are scaled by a factor of capital C, and this adder output is called as ys of n, where y it is basically a scaled version of the output. Now yf of n is the output for the forward path, and y of n is the actual output. Okay. Now we shall have an example to see how this can be implemented. So we have an IIR system. It's a first order IIR system. In terms of difference equation, y of n is equal to 2 times x of n plus 0.5 times y of n minus 1. So its maximum input range it can take is 0.25. I have to implement I have to develop the DSP implementation equation in Q15 fixed point system. So as usual, I have to check for whether the inputs are going out of range, and I have to check whether the impulse responses are going out of range to scale it for the filter coefficients. Okay. So for that, the equation as we know, S is what? I max into magnitude of h of 0, magnitude of h of 1 plus dot 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 up to infinity. Now this monitor h of 0, h of n, or those are all basically impulse response. Okay. So but what we have here is a difference equation, right? And it is an IIR system. Now getting the impulse response for an IIR system given a difference equation is how is it? First you convert this difference equation into system function. So how do we convert this difference equation into system function h of z? You have to take z transform on both sides. Okay, you write all the y term in the left hand side, all the x term in the right hand side. So take y of z common. Bring the left hand side equation in terms of y of z by x of z. That is what? Y of z by x of z is basically our h of z. Okay, and if you solve for that y of z by x of z, the right hand side what we get is this 2 divided by 1 minus 0.5 z power minus 1. Okay, now if I take it to positive power of z by multiplying numerator and denominator by z, so what we get is 2z divided by z minus 0.5. Okay, so this is our system function. Now if I take inverse z transform of this, what I get is 2 into what is the inverse z transform of z divided by z minus 0.5? It is 0.5 power n u of n, right? Because z divided by z minus a, inverse z transform of z divided by z minus a is a power n u of n, right? If it is a causal system. So this is our impulse response now. Now I have to check for the range. So s is equal to 0.25. How did I get this 0.25? Because of this, right? I max into, so 2 into h of 0, right? Magnitude of h of 0 is what? When I put n equal to 0, so 2 into 0.5 power 0, u of 0 is 1, right? Plus 2 into 0.5 power 1, plus 2 into 0.5 power 2, plus dot 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 up to where? Up to infinity, right? Because u of n starts from 0 to go to infinity, right? Now we cannot keep on giving values for n up to infinity. So what we do is we use this infinite length sequence with a geometric sequence, right? What is the geometric result, sequence result we have? Summation n varying from 0 to infinity alpha power n is what? 1 divided by 1 minus alpha. In our case, summation n varying from 0 to infinity alpha is 0.5, 0.5 power n is what? 1 divided by 1 minus 0.5, right? So 1 divided by 1 minus 0.5. So where is this 2 come from? This 2 is because of this. This 2 is because of this. Now where is this 0.25 has come from? So this 2.25 is because of this. Okay. So if you just calculate this, we get 1. Now since it is 1, it is in range. It did not go beyond 1. So we don't need to perform the input scaling. So we just keep the input as it is. We are not performing any scale down operation because it is in range, right? So it is in range. However, to be in a safer side, we will choose the the scaling factor for the filter coefficient C as 4. Okay. Even though the filter coefficient is 2 and 0.5, I can even choose the value of C as 2, but we'll choose it as 4. Just to be in the safer side, we'll choose it as 4. Okay, so now we can write the difference equation of the Q15 implementation. How do we do that? We have to go back to our generalized again. This figure 9.16 is actually this figure. Okay, since I copied it from DTAN textbook, I just took the screenshot there. Now, what is S of n? Xs of n is x of n by s, and since s is 1, we did not do any scaling down operation. So xs of n is x of n, right? So xs of n is x of n. What is ys of n? So what is ys of n? As I told you, you have to look at your difference equation. So look at your difference equation. So ys of n is nothing but in difference equation, wherever x is there, you replace it as xs of n, and wherever y is there, so in this case, instead of y, I have to replace it by yf of n. Why? Because xs of n depends upon yf of n, right? So it is a feedback, right? So ys of n is difference equation, copy as it is. Wherever x is there, you make it as xs. Wherever y is there, you make it as yf of. Fine. So this is what? 2 by what? What did the scaling factor we used? 4, right? The scaling factor we used is 4. So 2 by 4, it's 0.5. And what do we have? 0.5 by 4, which is 0.125. Okay. Now what is yf of n? We'll go back to our figure. What is yf of n? This is c times ys of n, right? So c is what? 4. So 4 times ys of n. Now what is yf of n? Let me go back to the figure. What is y of n? Y of n is what? S times yf of n. But s is 1. We did not do any scale down operation. So y of n is yf of n. Okay. So this is the Q15. Okay, this is the DSP implementation equation in terms of Q15 fixed point format.